Very good. So much. Happy to see you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you again.
Major General Neil Ibey, honorable members of Parliament, dear colleagues, dear Philippe, the Consul General of Switzerland in Istanbul, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. I hope you enjoy this AI animated tour of Switzerland. Thanks to Barek Design here in Ankara for a creative job well done. But now that you put me in a bathing suit, I wish you would have given me some abs. Ladies and gentlemen, before the raclette, back to the more official part of the evening. Merhaba, guten Abend, bonsoir, buonasera, buonasera. I warmly welcome you to the Swiss Embassy as we celebrate together our 734th National Day. Let me begin by expressing my heartfelt thanks to Arzu and the whole Swiss Embassy team for working so hard to make this evening a success, as well as to all our sponsors that you can see behind me and on the screen. I'm extremely proud to work with such a dedicated team and to collaborate with excellent companies that never cease to deliver high-quality services and goods to the people of Turkey and around the world. Without your generous support, we will not be enjoying such a lovely evening together. So, very sincerely, thank you. It has been almost 1 year since my wife and I arrived in Turkey. What a pleasure, sincerely, it has been to explore this beautiful and multifaceted country and to discover the aesthetics of both Anatolian landscapes and every single plate of carefully arranged mante. I still remember one of our first evenings in Ankara, when a small shop owner insisted that we stay for Turkish coffee and dessert, even after my wife and I politely declined 3 times. That moment, simple as it was, captured the generosity and sincerity we have experienced ever since across Turkey. I quickly realized that the languages I speak lack the unique expressions we find in Turkish, which incorporate the generosity of the Turks and the importance of food and conviviality. For instance, kesene bereket, elineze salik, ikram, ortaya. I must say, it is interesting to look at Turkey through the Swiss lens, because the Swiss perspective is a special one. Despite its small size, Switzerland is home to 9 million people, 26 cantons, and 4 languages. For over 734 years, surrounded by big European neighbors, Switzerland has managed to find its very own path within Europe, outside big alliances and unions. Despite our cultural, linguistic, and religious diversity, we have found unity in common values: independence, neutrality, liberty, democracy, solidarity, and peace. As written in the preamble of the Swiss Constitution, we know that the strength of a people is measured by the well-being of its weakest members, and we are determined to live together with respect for our diversity. Since 1291, Switzerland has consolidated, promoted, and developed those values. And while it has not always been an easy task, it is glued us together domestically and equally shape our image externally. From this uniquely Swiss perspective, we don't look at Turkey through the eyes of the EU, and we are also not allied in NATO. what unites our two countries is something deeper, something more enduring. It is friendship. But what makes a friendship so valuable, you may ask? In Turkish, the word for friends is arkadaş, which literally means the one with whom you share your back. Hence, a friend is someone that supports you, that has your back in times of trouble. Friendship does not mean that you have to be the same. It does not mean that you always have to agree. Quite on the contrary, in fact. Friendship means that you can stay true to yourself, that you can approach the other with respect and trust and tell him his truth or her truth. Friendship means goodwill and collaboration, and sometimes it also simply means sharing a glass of chai. For over a century, since the signing of the Treaty of Friendship in 1925, Turkey and Switzerland have nurtured their friendship. We have shaped, expanded, and reinforced it. In the meantime, the world has changed significantly. Today, after the Russian war of aggression against Ukraine and the atrocious war in Gaza, we are confronted with a multitude of complex challenges. And in the face of those challenges, it has become increasingly clear that the friendship between Turkey and Switzerland is grounded in shared values and principles that shall be preserved. Our foreign policies are rooted in the conviction that only through diplomatic means can we achieve lasting peace and regional stability. Both our countries are committed to mediation, humanitarian principles, international solidarity, and multilateral cooperation. But our friendship goes even further. First of all, it is rooted in history. Already in the early Republican period of Turkey, Switzerland played a key role as the host country for two significant treaties, Treaty of Lausanne in 1923 and the Montreux Conventions in 1936. In addition, next year, we will celebrate the 100th anniversary of the adoption of the Turkish civil and trade codes, which were directly inspired by the Swiss civil and the Swiss trade codes. Secondly, our bonds exist in the present. Turkey and Switzerland have built remarkable and strong bilateral ties that span across diplomatic, economic, cultural, and scientific exchanges. Be it financial investments, academic exchanges, or dialogue on migration, our partnership is dynamic and constantly evolving. Just a very few numbers to highlight how Switzerland plays an important role in the economy. More than 300 Swiss companies are active in Turkey. The trade volume between our two countries represents more than $10 billion US, and Switzerland ranks consecutively since many years among the 10 most important foreign direct investors. But lastly, our friendship will carry us into the future. Ranked as the world's most innovative country for the 14th time in a row since in 2024, Switzerland is excited to see Turkey's ambition to elevate its educational and economic ecosystem through pioneering research and innovation. Building on our existing ties, there is a vast potential to be explored together. We will start already in mid-October with a special event co-organized by Sabancı University and the organization GESDA, the Geneva Science and Diplomacy Anticipator. And last but not least, the Swiss Minister of Economy, Education and Research will pay an official visit to Turkey at the end of October. Dear friends, Some say that there is no such thing as friendship in foreign policy, only interests. But when I look at the past 100 years of Turkish-Swiss relations, I respectfully disagree. Dear friends, thank you for being with us tonight. May the bond between Switzerland and Turkey continue to flourish today, tomorrow, and for generations to come. Long live Switzerland, long live Turkey. Be LNJ.
Excellencies, dear deputies, commanders, distinguished guests. It's my sincere pleasure to be here with you this evening. On behalf of the Republic of Turkey and the Turkish people, I would like to extend my warmest congratulations and to Ambassador Shoira and all our Swiss friends in Turkey on the occasion of the National Day of Switzerland. Turkey and Switzerland have a common past with deep-rooted diplomatic relations. This year, we are celebrating the centenary of Friendship Treaty between Turkey and Switzerland. As Guyan mentioned, the Treaty of Lausanne, the founding document of our republic, became one of the cornerstones of our relations in 1923. Switzerland became one of the first countries to recognize the new republic. Subsequently, a friendship agreement was signed in 1925 between two countries, of which we are proudly commemorating the 100th anniversary this year. I sincerely believe that this important milestone will further strengthen the long-standing friendship between Turkey and Switzerland, and that will accelerate our efforts in line with our common will to flourish our relations. In this context, we are pleased that the high-level reciprocal visits gained momentum. Guyan mentioned some of them. Swiss Foreign Minister Cassis participated in the last two Antalya diplomacy forums consequently. This autumn we are looking forward to hosting Swiss Federal Councillor, His Excellency Guy Parmenan, and there will be some other visits soon. Today, Turkish-Swiss relations are developing in every field on a comprehensive and multidimensional manner. Economically, Switzerland is one of Turkey's important partners. Turkish and Swiss economies offer vast possibilities of trade, investment, and joint operations. Dear guests, as Graham mentioned, we are in an era of so many problems, wars like Russia and Ukraine, and also atrocities in Gaza, which reached the genocide level. And we are in an era of uncertainty, like we are in a political and economic jungle. We need ways and means to survive in this jungle. You know, the Swiss Army knife has been an iconic symbol of versatility and resilience. Its blending of expert craftsmanship with intelligent functionality. Turkey and Switzerland are working to build up a new version of bilateral political and economic relations based on the concept of Swiss knife to create smart opportunities in this jungle of challenges and uncertainties of our era. Connectivity in all fields, R&D and innovation, renewable energy search, joint ventures in third countries, banking, wealth management are the main components of this versatile concept. Trade volume between the two countries exceeded $12 billion in 2024. International direct investment from Switzerland to Turkey is around $4.5 billion in the last 20 years. We are gladly hosting around 1,000 Swiss companies, though we are mentioned of 300, but there are some joint companies with some other European or other third countries' investments. On the other hand, our countries have similar visions on many issues regarding the promotion of peace and stability in the international arena on the basis of common understanding, shared values, and mutual interests. Moreover, the Turkish community living in Switzerland constitute another important bridge of friendship, enriching the cultural and human relations between our countries. There is, of course, another important human bridge between our nations, and that is the Swiss tourists visiting Turkey every year. annually, we are hosting around 400,000 Swiss tourists in Turkey, further strengthening the mutual connection between our peoples. Dear guests, by concluding my remarks, I would like to once more emphasize that Turkey and Switzerland have a strong foundation to build on our relations. I sincerely believe that Turkey and Switzerland will continue to be two friendly countries and partners, endeavoring to develop our friendly relations in every field. Thank you.
I'd like to say a few words, because Switzerland and Geneva is so dear to my heart. I was 11 years old when I entered the gates of College de Lyon. And actually, developing my personality and character and dreaming to become successful in life, it was the grounds of Switzerland and Geneva that had always motivated me to achieve my dreams. And that's why in my soul, Switzerland and Geneva, it has the most special place in my heart and soul. And I'm so honored to be at your presence and at your home here. And thank you very much for inviting me. I'm very honored. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And this is the TED Award, especially for you. Thank you very much.
This is what comes before the citizenship, by the way.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. So,
İstersen dağlar bağlar, yerinden oynar oynar. Sabırsız kalbim bir tek aşkına isyankar.
hadi bakalım buraya.
İstersen dağlar dağlar, yerinden oynar oynar. Sabırsız kalbim bir tek aşkına isyankar. İstersen dağlar dağlar, yerinden oynar oynar. Sabırsız kalbim. Sanki bir adım attığını bilmez idim. Geçen